Hey, over here. Over here. Over here. Hey, over here.
What are you waiting for? Let me in! What are you waiting for? Let me in!
Hey! It's about time. What took you? Hey, look at this. What happened to these poor bastards? Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between us and those guys. Hey, over here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say.
Deadwood! Shoot the damn...
Shoot him. Hey, that don't count, by the way. Starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea. All gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. Not with a nest like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out. This is not happening. Tell me it's not happening. No! Not today, assholes! Hey! This is 3, by the way! You know, right here makes for 3! Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2, 3! That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Dead would know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food, and water, and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine,
Ooh, that looks like root rot. I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone...
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's her only chance. We'd better get moving, or we lose the light.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, well, we've been cut off from the world for so long that... Well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kinda nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you. Something on your mind, traveler? Hey, I'm just glad we got to you, you know, when we did. You stirred up quite a deadwood nest. I haven't seen that many in one place for a long time. Oh, that was Wally. He gave us a heads up someone was coming. Then Clementine was the one that found you. They got a kind of, a root sense, I guess. And we figured where there were root gatherings, someone was likely to be in trouble. And there you were. Wally... I mean, Wallace, he has a way of seeing things. Always has. Wally's been with the ward since he was just a kid, and his seeing has saved a lot of lives. He's a good kid. Oh, the kind I'm damn grateful I don't, to be honest. He sees like the root. Sees what they see sometimes. The past, the future. Whew. All that knowing. Huh. It's a lot for someone to carry. You should ask him if you want to know more. I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the founder, they kinda put me in charge. Now, maybe no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but the ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever it takes to keep these folks safe. Oh, thanks. I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Yeah, Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves. I'm just trying to live right. I reckon she learned it from the founder. He's been around for ages. Oh, he ain't much for leading himself. Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, that she's got... I couldn't say. Commander used to talk about him like he was dead and gone before I was born. You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but... he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot. Lots of nice folks here. Talk to him, you'll see. Good luck.
What are you making for dinner?
Bell peppers and beets, just like you like it.
If you're looking for Founder Ford, I usually see him over at the warehouse.
I heard Ford was looking for you. He's up top, over in the warehouse. Hey again, stranger.
It's a wonderful place you've stumbled into, stranger. Don't take it for granted.
How's it going, stranger?
You should talk to Ford. They don't call him the founder for nothing.
Have you talked to Clementine lately? The poor girl seems blue.
That's too bad. We should invite her for dinner again. Maybe she'll say yes this time.
Looking for Ford, huh? He is usually over in the warehouse. I love that smell.
Glad to have you here. Helping hands only make us stronger.
Oh, I don't talk to Mr. Brabus anymore. You ever met anyone who can tell the future? I have. He lives right here in town.
You don't talk much about life before the ward. What you did and all?
Oh. It was a hard time, I guess. I done some things I weren't proud of.
I'm sure you did the best you could. We all did.
Hey,
You're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time. She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you. Not yet. She's asleep, and I'd like her to stay that way a spell. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know. What you got? What are you trying to say, sunshine? Well, no need for that. You know how a doctor gets good at her craft? Study gives you head knowledge, a necessary start. But it don't make you good. You learn a thing by doing it over and over again. For me, that means people who need my help. The more people there are suffering, the better I get at healing them. My grandfather, he'd been treating folk his whole life, nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it. Simple stuff at first, but yeah. You're old enough to hold a knife, then you're old enough to use it, he said. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa. Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's? Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how. Oh, there was plenty we could use. So much that Grandpa eventually stopped complaining about my scrounging. Most of the basic meds are long gone, but there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own. A treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. I don't know where he started, but I reckon every treatment within 100 miles of here is derived directly from his work. You can thank him that your friend is still alive. Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Couldn't do much for her except ease her going, but folks around here thanked him for it. Made us part of the ward and all. All right. Sure thing. See you around.
Looking for Ford? He's over in the warehouse. Sure he's got something going on. Always does.
Looking for Ford? He's up top in that warehouse over there.
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help. Longer than I care to think about. At my age, time, well, it compresses in a way. Oh, it's not a bad thing, just different. Keeping our stories alive is how I make sense of things. And I'm always looking for new tales. I'd love to hear yours, traveler. Oh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story. What brought you out here? Damn. Well, it's a common enough tale. But I hope you know I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. Everyone here can identify. But I know that don't necessarily make it easier. All we can do is shelter the joy wherever we find it, every day. How about your friend? How'd you meet her? So you, owe her a debt? Or maybe you paid it off by getting her here. Hey, what do I know? I tell you what, though, ain't no logic keeping tabs with people's lives. We look out for each other because we're human, yeah? It's the only way that makes sense to me. The only thing that makes humanity worth being around. Speaking of your friend, I heard she came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there? Son of a gun. Those sneaky bastards just don't know when to quit. And I'm real sorry to hear that, traveler. It must have been one hell of an experience. I'm glad you made it. Well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nastier things here, believe me. I reckon she'll come through just fine. What about you? What do you hope to find out here? You're a good friend, traveler. I hope you stick around. This town could use folks like you. So, now I've got a measure of you. Is there anything I can do for you? Let's see what we got going on here. Keep your wits about you.
Well, hey, get away from my stew! Oh, it's you. Oh, nonsense. I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute. And all that. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you, huh? Well, shoot, traveler. I might have some answers for you. Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a what you calls it, a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. Anywho, I was living by myself when my boy Bravis showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to. Being around folks again. Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, He hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, youngin', what'll it be? That so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet? That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My stories and my stew. Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's certain. Huh. Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping. Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? Long time ago, when I was just 10 years old or so, I moved to a place called Sanctuary. Sanctuary was true to its name. It was a place where folks came to be free from the dead wood, to protect each other. A lot like this place. Boy, Sanctuary had everything. Folks there had working engines and roads filled with fruit trees. But Sanctuary had this one thing I ain't never seen since. They called them movers, and I can still see them in my mind. See, they'd hook up this battery, right? Only it weren't storing power, but stories. They'd hook it up to a wheel and a light, and bam! Whole worlds just show up on the wall. Talking rabbits and stuttering pigs and this one real surly duck. Maybe it's something like Ford's old crystals. Except you couldn't walk into the movers. Believe me, I tried. Nah, they just played for you, sound and all. Transporting you to another place. Maybe that's where I got my love of stories, huh? Fair enough. Come round again sometime here.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's fine.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot. And I am not your child. You don't have authority over me.
On this, I do. This town needs, we'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. It's a great answer, just not a full one. Let me see if I can get you up to speed. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams, too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old. She was 16 when I first met her, over a lifetime ago. But she hasn't aged a day since. You see, Clementine, she's forever young. Height of hormones, height of feeling, height of hurting. I'm sure you remember yourself. Or if not, that little scrapper you came in with brought it all back to you. All right then, shoot. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number. But I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest. All right, Traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
I'm not talking about this right now. Not now.
If you're looking for Wally... Wallace. He's over at the docks. Incredible, isn't she? Yeah, no one really understands how she does it, not even her. But the feel in the air after she blasts him like that, it's electric. Like the sun after a storm. She's something special, Traveler. And no small part of how we're as safe as we are. Between me and... Oh, I don't... I usually leave storytelling to Reggie. Or if you want some really wild tales, try Mudtooth. Now make yourself at home, Traveler. We're all family here. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxeltech faces. Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxeltech apart without hoof and horn. I am Tha Israk Thadwell. My Paxeltech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxeltech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair. Of course, Paxeltech. Gems, refined from a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gull are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons. Or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential. Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No. Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets. Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless. Perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue. Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be. Alas, it is not. Long and long have the Immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time, it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltech call the Root. When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues. Ah, the Paxeltech Fort, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here. Ah, Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same crystals I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languish. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Until we meet once more.
Now I bet Riggs could help me out. I should stop by sometime. Well, good for big game.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. Ha, I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around here. Well, seeing as you got the mayor's personal approval, I reckon you ain't a problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know. Damn straight. A lot of folks only ever learn how to look out for themselves. They don't know any different. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called the Mud Dogs. We took what we wanted and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old ways. Maybe... Watch your back! Can't know who to trust out there.
talk to Wally. He'll set you right.
Ooh, I wonder if I can make a decent trap out of that one.
How's the ward treating you? I could treat you worse if you like. 2 shots sent a mass and 1 to the head.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? Briggs. And no worries. There was a time when helping each other survive was all we had left. Around here, we don't forget those days if we can help it. Your friend's gonna be all right, by the way. I've seen weaker pull out of worse. What were you doing out there? You don't mind me asking? Really? What'd you hear exactly? Well, you found it. That's what these folks were for me, anyway. Couple times over. They'll do for you too, if you've got the hands and heart to join them. Given how you've been watching over the little scuffler in the med bay there, I'd say you'll feel right at home. You know where to find me. Good to see you again. Be safe out there.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? Bingo. I'm McCabe. I like to keep to myself and my work. My work happens to be tinkering and modding weapons. And that's already more information than I like giving out. Capiche? Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? I am already regretting all of this. What is it now? We're finished here.
Looking for Wallace. He's up there. Best view in town.
I see you, Traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know, and you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to. Makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. I'll see you again, traveler. Traveler returns. They don't like it when I help you, but it is the role I must play. Until next time.
Your friend looks pretty bad. She's gonna die, isn't she? What do you want? This is our ward, stranger.
Guns that Brabus sells are better for killing than hunting.
How's the ward treating you? I could treat you worse if you like. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this.
Good for big game.
No
but,
charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Good to see you again. I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Ha! Yeah, that sounds like Bravis. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment. You know where to find me.
This better be good. Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? Damn right it sounds crazy. But that's how I know you ain't lying. Only Wally would do that to a person. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way. Okay, that's all you get. Bye now.
Saw Ford a bit ago. Was headed down to the old ward. I wonder what
Geared up and ready. Should we head out? Or, is there something you wanted to do first? Then let's not waste any more time. This way. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since.
Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The World Stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets haven't found their own. No. We had to know everything there was to know about them. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So, yeah. We opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to, in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it? That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on, let's go. There you are. Hurry up. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what, exactly? Holy shit.
So many years. So many journeys. I wonder if the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford. Ford? Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Ah! Help! Clementine! Don't let go! I'm slipping! Don't let it take me! Let her go!
Clementine! Shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Shit! Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, this is so stupid! Clementine? Ford? Shit. Where are you guys? Was that... This is all insane. Both the crystal and Ford. Okay. Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine. Yeah.
Etheris Calca, Arco Primus, housework. To my fellow Drazir, all who live and may yet live in whatever days are still to come. My people, we stand together in ash and humility. We who have mastered space and time, who harness the very stars and perceive the breadth
That looks
creation,
important.
now waver upon the precipice of a truth that even the wisest of us could not foresee. We find ourselves
Here we go.
Real pretty. Yeah, I don't trust this place.
Impossible. Where did you come from? How did you find Nerud? You should not even exist. Your presence creates new, interesting possibilities. I have many questions. Find my tower within the wastes beyond. Look for a glowing white orb held aloft to the heavens. There, you will find me. We must speak. Find my tower. We must speak at once.
This isn't looking good.
thing said to look for a tower with a glowing white orb. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. All right, coming back. Well, at least that's over.
Great. No bad news. Okay, this is it. Damn it! That was rough. All right, let's do this. Whoa. That's it? All right, let's do this. Glad that's over. Okay, this is it. town. Okay. This isn't looking good.
Against all predictions, you stand before me, living, breathing, an impossibility made manifest. The Seekers would have wept at the sight of you. How is it you came here? You misunderstand. How did you arrive at Nerud? I detected no other vessels. Alas, only I remain as witness to your arrival. You cannot possibly understand the irrevocable impact your presence would have had on the Drasir. Yet, it is for the sake of the Drasir that I must, reluctantly, divert my attentions. I need your help to save this world, to save Nerud and all Drasir from entropy. I am the custodian, set in charge of this ship and its people. To fulfill my duties, I must acquire full control of Nerud's functioning, one and the same. Nerud is a construct, a world made not of stone, but of science. I control all of Nerud save one thing, the core. The Seekers hid it away within their tower, beyond my grasp. The Seekers are gone, but their keys remain. You must acquire these keys and enter their tower. Once inside, you need only shut down the core. I can then do what is needed. It is the only way to save Nerud. I will answer as best I can. You are the first and only of your kind I have encountered. If there are others like you, I have no knowledge of them. This is Nerud, the home and stellar conveyance of the once great Drasir. It was created to find other life in the universe. Unfortunately, it found none. Until you came, of course. Our journey brought us here, to the center of the universe. The Drasir studied the phenomenon for many, many years. Within it, they found the secrets of creation itself. Naturally, the Drasir wished to enter the phenomenon, to meet their creator, as it were. Sadly, that turned out to be more dangerous than was calculated. The core will give me access to the ship's controls. It is the only way that I can save the Drasir. The system was designed to distribute power between myself and the Seekers. In their absence, I now lack the power that I need to save them. With control of the ship, I can jump into Elepsis Torah. I have performed every calculation, and this is the only logical course of action. The only way to save the Drasir. That is a tragic tale. But I will oblige. The Drasir wished to enter Elepsis Torah. It was the only way for them to acquire the knowledge they needed. They did not do so blindly. They knew the risks, but all calculations showed success as a strong likelihood. What actually happened to the Drasir was unexpected. Before Nerud entered, the stars still burned. But time moved slowly within Elepsis Torah. There is no other course of action available. Nothing exists in the universe except for Nerud and Elepsis Torah. If the Drasir can be saved at all, it will be within the seat of creation. Elepsis Torah is a supermassive black hole unlike anything else previously encountered. It may seem counterintuitive, but my calculations are without error. This is the only logical course of action, and the only way to save the Drasir. Find the core and shut it down.
Centuries, we We have arrived at our destination. The seat of creation. Alepsis Tora. All paths have led us here. Within that engulfing black, every stellar current of the entire universe is guided and formed. An eternal choreography to the dance of galaxies. We did not come here thinking to find life, for nothing could survive this void that has consumed 100 trillion stars. Rather, we seek the origins of the universe. Entropy is implacable, but perhaps there is a means to reverse it, or else, recreate its formation. A means we might find here, at the beginning and end of all things. We have found so much more. We have collected and deciphered an inconceivable amount of data from within. And while the results are far less conclusive than we would like, centuries, we have arrived at our destination. The countless centuries, we have arrived at our destination. The seat of creation. Alepsis Tora. All paths have led us here. Within that engulfing black, every stellar current of the entire universe is guided and formed. An eternal choreography to the dance of galaxies. We did not come here thinking to find life, for nothing could survive this void that has consumed 100 trillion stars. Rather, we seek the origins of the universe. Entropy is implacable, but perhaps there is a means to reverse it, or else, recreate its formation. A means we might find here, at the beginning and end of all things. We have found so much more. We have collected and deciphered an incogitable amount of data from within. And while the results are far less conclusive than we would like, a clear pattern has emerged. The universe is not governed by random forces. It is malleable, calculated, subject to an algorithmic potency.
bag's full. Crap. Holy hell. Great.